Now, searching for your dream home can be a daunting experience, and thankfully, Private Property has teamed up with the Property Buyer Show to give you all the information that you need when purchasing that property. And after visiting Cape Town and Durban, this showcase will now be hosted at the Sandton Convention Centre in Johannesburg this weekend. And joining me is Richard Stubbs and Brian Courtney to tell us a little bit more. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us.
Excellent.
Thank you.
As the event director, Richard, tell me about where the idea came from. What motivated you to want to start and introduce this showcase to the public that gives them really the vital information that they need when it comes to buying their biggest asset?
Yeah, absolutely. It's their biggest asset, and as you mentioned, it's quite a daunting process. So we thought about putting on a platform where people who are interested in buying property, whether it's their first home or adding buy-to-let properties into a portfolio, can go and just get advice from a real person. They can learn from industry experts, they can meet all the role players in the real estate industry, and it's a one-stop shop for residential property.
Yeah, and Brian, from a private property point of view, why did you decide to get involved and partner with the Property Buyers Show, and what is it that we can expect from your standing?
Sure. Well, it's an amazing opportunity for us to be involved with such a show. Mm-hmm. It's really aligned with our core values of understanding the first-time buyers specifically, and really helping those established property purchasers move to the next level as well.
Yeah.
So for us, we've tried to do something really unique with our stand this year, and we have a few competitions where people can win an iPad. They obviously put their details in, and we get to send them some vital information, teaching them how to search for first-time properties through our website. We interact with our new app, which is really exciting. They can come to the show and find out all about that.
Yeah.
And then also there's the lecture theatre, where we tell people every hour on the hour there are speakers from all the different brands, including private property, that people tend to write down verbatim what to do because they really are hungry to learn about property. So we are here to help.
Yeah, and talking about helping, how are you making it easier for consumers out there to not only get the information, but also know what to do with it, how to synthesize it when making that decision about the property they're about to purchase?
Yeah, we realize there's a lot of uncertainty, and people are concerned with the massive amount of money you have to put out there to buy a property. So making it easier, holding their hand through the process, helping them understand how the banks get involved, how the bond originators get involved, how the lawyers get involved. There's a lot of education that needs to be done, and that's where we're here to help.
Yeah, and of course, Richard, this is going to be a massive event involving all kinds of people with all kinds of knowledge. Tell me about what people can expect from the show.
So when you enter the show, you can either browse the exhibition, and we try and put all the companies in there that somebody would encounter during the property buying process. So it's right from the banks through to the estate agents, property developers, lawyers, house check, insurance companies. Anyone that you would meet on the property buying process should be present in the exhibition. Yeah. And then we've got, as Brian mentioned, we've got two theatres. One is aimed at first-time buyers and one is aimed at property investors. And the content is there to walk somebody through the property buying process. So how do you access a bond? How do you manage a bond? What should you be looking for when you look for your first home? What's the property, the transfer process like? A kind of, A to Z practical guide to buying your first or next home, and it's all presented by industry.
Yeah, so everything you need, no questions held back. You can ask anything to anyone.
Absolutely right. You can ask anything. So we do lots of time for Q&A. Obviously, people have a lot of questions. It's a place where industry can gather and they can answer the questions that lots of people have.
Yeah, sounds absolutely fantastic. Well, thank you for joining me, and good luck with the showcase, gentlemen. So if you're planning on buying your first home or looking to expand your property portfolio, the Property Buyer Show at the Sandton Convention Centre is taking place this weekend, and for more information, you can visit privateproperty.co.za.
Moving out? Need more room? Scaling down? Private Property is a great place to start your search. With thousands of new properties from South Africa's top real estate agents, banks, developers and homeowners. It's the easiest way to find your next home. Search for a home on any device, anytime, anywhere. Search privateproperty.co.za.
Enter the Win a Home competition on privateproperty.co.za and stand a chance to win a brand new, fully decorated apartment at Parterflay Lifestyle Estate, developed by Baldwin Properties, worth over R3 million.